Yeah, hello, good evening, salam everyone, especially our respected leader, Ambassador Usman Siddiqui, Bel Hong, Chair AAPI DNC, Mr. Devang Shah, Mr. Anis Ahmed, and Mr. Maap Misbauddin. I'm going to just say one thing. I know meeting is finished. My name is Farouk Hussain. I'm from New Jersey. I'm Asal President New Jersey sector, and I was in Bangladeshi for Biden, the director of New Jersey. I'm here, Georgia, working with our union, Unite Here. We are more than 500 members working in Georgia. This morning, we have a special guest, Stacey Abrams. She is the governor candidate, Georgia. And she mentioned one thing. She said AAPI, like Asian people community, they are voted 92% the Biden campaign. And she won a see, I'm very proud about this. We are very organized, we are united, we are hardworking people, the Asian people. That's why they are like mention our community, our name. Just these two Senate seats, Raphael Warnock and Jon Ossoff, is very tight race. We have talked to voters that area, but we need to work together and hard. Without these two seats, President Biden cannot do anything in the White House. This is very important. And thank you so much, everyone, for the Georgia leader. I hope you guys working hard, like as a Biden campaign and this to Senate campaign also. Thank you, and
Uh,
God bless you. God bless everyone.
Thank you, Ma'am Farah. Just have to interrupt right now. Miss Leslie, who is the campaign manager, she is here. I asked Leslie, Emily Leslie, to say a few words. I'm sorry that I overlooked, but thank you for attending this event. Miss Leslie, floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Emily, and I work, as Anis said, for Daniel Blackman, who's running for the Public Service Commission of Georgia. He's also in a runoff on January 5th, and he is running against a man called Lauren Bubba McDonald, who is also Trump's a Trump loyalist and is also very much responsible for the lack of broadband that we see in the communities that COVID-19 has shown us. They already existed, but the lack of broadband that we see in our communities, especially Black and Brown communities, while we have digital learning going on, we have children going to Wendy's and McDonald's to do their schoolwork. The Public Service Commission regulates your utilities. So this means your utility bills are determined by this governing body of 5 people. Now, during the epidemic, we've seen that they cut the moratorium in July so that Brian Kemp and the PSC could start to disconnect folks' internet and folks' electricity while the pandemic was going on in July. As you can see, we are still very much in a pandemic and a crisis. And I want to thank you all for all the work that you've done during this crisis to make sure that you bring aid and support to the communities most affected. I'm from South Gwinnett, so my good friend Amder, and I know firsthand. I see all the pictures. I see all the work that's being done, and I want to thank you all for that. But what we have to do is remember that while these Senate races are extremely important, and we are doing everything we can to make sure that Jon Ossoff and Reverend Raphael Warnock are elected, we have to remember that Georgia needs relief, and we have to remember that these elections, especially the PSC, will have immediate change on Georgians' everyday lives. For small businesses to moderate to low income families, we need to see the power bills lowered. We have an incumbent now, Lauren Bubba McDonald, who Daniel Blackman is running against, who is Donald Trump's co-chair for fundraising. He's been endorsed by Kemp. He has been a he has voted in favor of the utilities companies every single time and not the people. His job on the Public Service Commission is to regulate these companies and to make sure that the ratepayers are treated fairly and are in times of crisis have access to what they need. Think of disabled, those in the disability community are older parents and grandparents who depend on breathing devices. If their electricity gets cut off, what do you suppose happens? These are real life situations that occur when we have people in office like Bubba McDonald who are so out of touch and whose real constituency consists of the executives at Georgia Power. 85% of Bubba McDonald's campaign contributions come from utilities companies and Georgia Power. You are not going to regulate the companies that provide the money and funding for your campaign. This man has been in office for over 20 years. And we have Daniel Blackman, who has been a clean energy advocate, who has not accepted a dime from any organization, corporation, executive on either side of this issue. We want to expand broadband. We want to make sure that your paycheck should never determine your ability to do your schoolwork. We should be able to keep this generation who is under this pandemic, we should be able to keep them on track and online to have equitable outcomes and the same access as their white counterparts. But we see this over and over again. And right now, we need change on this body. It's a 6-year term. And I'm here today to let you all know that we've been working closely with the Warnock campaign, the Ossoff campaign. They're friends of ours. The only difference is they are a federal race. We are a state race. So that's why you don't see us mentioned when it comes to the coordinated campaign. However, we performed very well. We, made it to the runoff and performed very well in places that a Democrat usually can't. That's because these issues are universal. Republicans and Democrats want to see lower utility bills. Republicans and Democrats both want to see broadband expanded. And for some reason, the ratepayers are not being considered as much as the stockholders or Georgia utility companies. So I'm here today to speak for Daniel Blackman. He said that he would be happy to jump in on a call or do another one, whatever you like, but we want to make sure that we're touching base with every single community and we're hearing your needs. This call has been very informative to me, and I want to make sure that you have direct access to myself and Daniel. So I'm going to leave my information, and I'm happy to answer any questions. I've been working with him for the past year. So any question you have, I'm happy to answer to the best of my ability. Let you know what we're working on, what our priorities are, and how we got into a runoff or anything you'd like to know. But mostly we want to know what we can do to amplify your organization's work, the community's needs, and how we can bring you to the table when it comes to the Public Service Commission, because we cannot serve everybody if we're not hearing everybody. So last night we were on a disability caucus call. Today we're with you. We'll be with everyone all the time hearing from you. So if there are any questions, I'm happy to answer them. If not, I would love to set up a time for Daniel to meet with all of you. We're happy to set that up at your convenience. And if I can leave my contact information below, you all can call me anytime for any reason, or if you have questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Emily. Just I request my state directors. I can see one, Mr. Somrat Gimre. Mr. Somrat Gimre, you raised hand. Would you say a few words and introduce yourself? Mr. Somrat Gimre?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah,
thank you.
Would you please introduce yourself and?
Yeah, I am from New York, Queens, Woodside, and I'm the president of Jackson Heights chapter from Ossoff and I was the convener of Biden-Harris 2024 APIS, and definitely I can, share my knowledge that I have on phone banking while during the campaign of Biden-Harris, and we had a couple of Zoom meetings, and like I said, there are a lot of my members from our community from Nepal. I'm from Nepal, especially. I've been in the States for almost more than 25 years. I'm a district leader here in the Queens, and currently working closely with ASAL. And I believe our national president, Mahfuddin Da, is also there. And yes, let me know how can we gear up our campaign for Georgia. Let us turn Georgia to blue and flip the Senate to blue. So just guide me through. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ulfat. I don't want to interfere your role. I just request all other state directors, if you have time, everybody say 1 minute time, what you have done in United States during the election time, starting from North Carolina. Mr. Rashidul Hassan, you say a few words, and all other state director. I believe one state director already talked for a question. So rest of them who are here, please say a few words within 1 minute.
Thank you so much, Anis Bhai. It's my distinct honor to share this screen with so many warriors for 2020 election. Actually, Georgia is well known for changing the outcome. Georgia turned into blue after 28 years. So they already have a very good track record. So only the thing they have to do, they have to follow the same thing again. And no question in our mind that this election, this two Senate election is very important. It could be the game changer for our country for next year or so. So I think everyone are putting their all eggs in the one basket so that we can win or we should win in Georgia election that is going to happen on 5th January. One thing I can say or I can share for my own experience that it is very important to make sure every Bangladeshi or every friend that we know, we should turn to them to the election center. And I think if we can make this thing happen, I believe these two seats will be Democrat. So I have all the best wishes for all the success of this coming election, and we are crossing our finger, and hopefully we'll win that. Thank you again for giving me the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you. And I see the USA News Online. They're broadcasting our event live. Thank you. Thanks to USA News Online. Next, I request Ms. Nahida Ali, who is the State Director of Texas. Please say a few words. Nahida Ali, are you there?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you. Okay.
Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, everybody. I just want to congratulate Georgia because without you guys, we couldn't be sitting here today and even thinking about winning. You gave us this election. So thank you. Thank you for your hard work. Arizona, Pennsylvania, you three states did awesome. And we are almost there. You just keep up the motivation, inspiration, and inshallah we'll get there. And those who are not voters over there, those who are not in person over there, you know that we are there in our heart. And our prayers are for you. So what we are doing in Texas, what we are doing at our own level, we are trying to do like GOTV meetings. We have one coming up this weekend. Inshallah, I'll see Ambassador Siddiqui there, and all the leaders from Georgia is going to be talking in that GOTV. So hopefully we're trying to do this to motivate the Georgians, the Bangladeshi community in Georgia, to go and vote. Personally, this is what I'm doing. I'm writing postcards, if you can see. I'm writing them, sending them with from here. So whatever I can do from here, I'm doing it. If you need anything else, please let us know. We are always there with you. I know you guys are doing the groundwork, the hard work, the leg work, but you are in our prayers, in our heart. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Nahida Ali, a very outstanding leader in Texas, and she is a trailblazer in Texas too. Next one, I will request.
Thank you, Anis Bhai.
Thank you. Next, I will request Mr. Ghulam Maula, who is my home state director. Mr. Ghulam Maula, please, floor is yours. Are you there, Mr. Ghulam Maula? Hello?
আমার মেয়েটা আসছে, আপনি একটু কথা করেন।
আচ্ছা, next one, if I can see Mr. Harun Said, State Director of Florida. Are you there? Mr. State Director Harun Said, are you there? I think he's not. Say a few words. Unmute. Unmute.
Listening me?
Yes.
Good evening. This is Saeed Harun from Florida. Thank you, Mr. Osman Siddiqui, Mr. Anis Ahmad, and Bear Young, Devin Shah, and all other speakers give us a good correction with the Georgia. Georgia, we are proud of Georgia. Hope Georgia will win, and we are proud of all Georgia directors and coordinators. But only thing I believe it, and Mr. Farouk and me talked regarding phone banking before. Phone banking, we were very much successful in the phone banking, and we did a lot of good job in phone banking. So I hope so. I hope Florida and all other states can help Georgia for phone banking, and we'll be successful at that. Thank you. Good evening.
With that, I can't see I don't see anybody else from state level. I see one a very big leader, our Hassan Ali from New York. Are you there, Mr. Hassan Ali? Hassan Ali? Mr. Hassan Ali, if you are not there, so let Ulfa take the mic.
Okay, Ulfa.
No, please stop. Ulfa?
Yes.
Ulfa, আমার মেয়েটা আসছে, ওকে একটু দেখো দাও।
Abar, oh my goodness.
So I just want to, once again, I know I've said it countless of times, I just want to thank everyone for really speaking. It's been very eye-opening, and I really got to appreciate hearing from older generations as the upcoming generation. I'm looking forward to enlightening my peers on upcoming elections and bring more youth out to the polls. Is there anyone that would like to say a few last words before we say our goodbyes?
Yeah, hi. Assalamu alaikum. This is Seema Ahmed again. I really would like to put into action all your energy and emotion. And request.
Would you mind yourself, please?
I'm sorry?
Sorry, I was just requesting someone to mute themselves. Please continue.
Yeah, so I would like to propose two options. One is to get together in a Zoom. I wouldn't require more than 30 minutes, 15 to 30 minutes. It's as fast as you can learn. Each leader would join, leader and then community members are welcome to join to learn Outvote app. What it is as soon as you send that text out and people fill that link, it takes 30 seconds. Outvote has a system where it on the back end, they have a vendor that automatically sends the absentee ballot to the person. I was testing the Outvote app on my family member, and they got their absentee vote in 3 days. So we still have time. There's many people who will not vote in person, and they need that absentee vote. And in order to help them get that absentee vote, instead of looking for the link and sending, just follow me, text me. I've provided my phone number, and we can have a meeting on the 24th of December evening, 7 p.m. or Sunday, 3 p.m. That's 27th of December. If you can all coordinate with the state director in Georgia, Mr. Ali Hussein, then I will be in touch with him and I will send him the link and he can pass it on to you. But please be serious. This is the only way you can reach out to, if you have 1,000 people in your phone contacts, you can reach out to all of them within half an hour to an hour. All right. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Seema Ahmed. That was very enlightening. I personally did not know about Outvote. I will be looking forward to joining that meeting. And before we say our final goodbyes, I would like to thank Mr. Anis Ahmed for even giving me this opportunity to be the moderator today. I'm sorry for the technical difficulties we started off with. And I just hope everyone happy holidays and enjoy the rest of your evening, and I hope everyone takes care of themselves.
Thank you, Miss Ulfat. Reason for
আনিস ভাই আমি ক্যান প্লিজ 1 মিনিট কথা বলতে পারি আনিস ভাই
আচ্ছা বলেন
আমার মেয়েটা আছে একটু পরিচয় করে দেন আর কিছু না থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ এভরিথিং
আচ্ছা আপনার মেয়ে কোথায়
কথা বল সরি গো
Hey, sorry that I'm late.
Uncle, let's step up and show your face and introduce yourself.
Sure, sure.
Thank you.
Hey, sorry, very last minute. Just wanted to say hey. So my name is Saima. Hi, Ulfat. So my name is Saima Hossein. My father is Ali Hossein. So what I'm doing in terms of for the Georgia community here, especially in Atlanta, is helping my millennial community just understand why it's so important to vote. And more important than anything, really understanding why it's their first time that they're voting. Because unfortunately, a lot of us don't have enough information. So it's really nice to hear from older generations to enlighten us as to why it's important. I mean, we've already seen the proof from our previous special election. So inshallah that this will be just as beneficial as it was a month ago. But thank you for letting me speak.
Thank you. And I always tell everybody, my peers, my friend, everybody, that bring young generation to the forefront. So you are there. If I would have known earlier that you are here, of course, you could take the floor before. And I'm sorry that you came late and I didn't have the opportunity. So thanks for coming and bring your all friends next time because we need you.
Right.
You are the next generation that you will lead. You will make us pride and proud in America as original Bangladeshi. We count you. So do Ms. Ulfat. You are the next generation. You can help us keep our head high, even if we'll not be in maybe next year, may not be in 20 years. You will be there. So you are our next generation. You will be our flag carrier. With that, Ms. Ulfat, to you.
And like Saima said, it is very important for youth. So I know every single one of you guys know a teenager who's turning like 17 and a half. You can register to vote by age 17 and a half, which is what I did. So by the time they're 18 and important elections come on, they will already be registered and ready to vote. Voting is very important, especially for me, Gen Z. A lot of us came out this year and we all voted, and we did play a big part in turning Georgia blue, and that's been a long time coming. And once again, I would love to thank everyone for speaking today and sharing an abundance of information. And with that, I will
one thing before you go close.
Yes. Sorry.
Sorry for that. I got some messages from Bangladesh, directly from Bangladesh. A lot of people are watching this event. So this is not only important here in America. It's also important to Bangladesh. People throughout the world, they're watching us, what we are doing. So right now, I got several people send message to me, which it's very hard to see from here them, but they're online right now. It is because of the technology. I thank everybody from where you're watching us. Thank you. Your presence is always helpful to us. So I don't want to mention the name, but everybody, thanks to everybody. And again, Ms. Farah, I could conclude it and we can wrap up.
So, with that being said, it's very comforting to know that people back home have eyes on us, watching us progress and grow in this nation, making a name for South Asians out there everywhere, getting our representation. And I, again, would like to end this call by saying happy holidays to everyone that's celebrating, and assalamu alaikum to every Muslim that's on this call. Hope you guys have a wonderful evening and you guys take care.
Okay, sorry. Thank you very much, George.
Thank you, everyone. Happy holidays. Stay safe and well.
Thank you.
Would like to end this call by saying happy holidays to everyone that's celebrating to every Muslim that's on this call. Hope you guys have a wonderful evening and you guys take care.
আনিস দা, আপনি আমাকে ইমেল দিবেন, আপনার ইমেল?
কোথায়?